How quickly time flies. I, Viktor Petrovich, am already 62 years old, and it seems that just yesterday I was running around the construction site as a kid, where I spent my entire life, eventually becoming a foreman. Retirement is certainly a good thing, but after the death of my wife Svetlana 5 years ago, my life seemed to fade away. It's a blessing that I have Olya and Dima, my children. Olya, my smart daughter, has already started a family with her husband Andrei, and they have purchased a house. I helped them with the down payment, of course. How could it be without me? And Dima? Dima is a hard worker. He's got a golden touch. He works as a mechanic in an auto repair shop. I always gave him advice, maybe even unsolicited advice, but as a father I couldn't help but raise him. And it seemed like I'd gotten used to my quiet, steady life, fishing and working on wood in the garage. But fate must have decided that it was too early for me to give up on my personal life. I met Lena. At the dance club, where I started going to get some relief. Lena is 55, divorced, and her eyes are burning. We immediately found common ground, and it was easy and natural. I had forgotten that I could enjoy life again. I decided to introduce Lena to my children. We met at Olya's house. At first, they seemed polite and asked us questions. However, there was a sense of tension. Olya and Andrei were looking at each other, and Dima was looking right through Lena. After Lena left, I asked them what was going on, but they just said it was okay. A couple of weeks later, Olya called me. Her voice sounded uncertain. "Dad," she said, "Dima and I have been talking about this. We've been having a family meeting. We're worried about Lena." I thought, this is it. "We," Olya continued, "found some things about her on the internet. Well, don't worry, it's nothing illegal, but it's kind of suspicious." Then it turned out that they had found some old articles and rumors that Lena had once been associated with questionable people. I think everyone goes through that phase in their youth. I listened to her, thanked her for her concern, but said I would handle it myself. I am an adult man, and Lena told he had completely forgotten about us. "After Mom died, you always put us first, and now—" He paused, choosing his words. "And now what?" I asked. "And now it's like you're living your life. You didn't even ask me how I was doing at work. Olya recently got a promotion. You didn't even congratulate her. We feel like you don't need us anymore," Dima blurted out. I feel like I've been hit over the head. Is it really true? I was so caught up in Lena that I stopped noticing what was happening in my children's lives. I didn't even ask Dima how things were going, even though I used to be interested in his work. I forgot about Olya's promotion. I'm such an old egoist. "Dima," I said sincerely, "I'm sorry. I was really blind. I didn't mean to offend you. I love you more than anything in the world." Dima sighed and looked at me in a new way. "I know, Dad. Just try to be with us, okay? Don't forget about us." After talking to Dima, I immediately called Olya. She was also waiting for an apology. We met at a cafe. At first, she was distant, but then, when I admitted my guilt and apologized for being insensitive to her, she softened. She admitted that she had overreacted and that maybe she shouldn't have pried into Lena's past. A few weeks later, I introduced Lena to my children again. The meeting was much more warm. Olya and Dima saw how happy I was with Lena, and they seemed to understand that Lena was not an enemy, but just a woman who made me happy. I also tried to improve myself. I started calling Olya and Dima more often, asking about their lives, and helping them when they needed it. I became a real father, not just a sponsor and advisor. I realized that happiness is not just about personal relationships, but also about connecting with your family. And you know, my life started to improve. I have Lena, who loves me and makes me happy. I have Olya and Dima, who have become my children again, and not just strangers. I have been able to find a balance between my new love and my love for my family. And I have realized that happiness comes in many forms, and there is always room for multiple types of love in life.